For In the News TV Daily, we got more information on Wack 100, and he finally apologizes for his actions, but he fools the whole internet with this fake apology. Plus, Hustle the Great makes the Forbes list with $11 million for 2019, and the year isn't even over yet. Plus, we have more information about the prolific company and the trademarking of that name. So look, make sure you subscribe with the bell notifications on if you're new to the channel, and like the video to help the video get traction and make sure everybody sees the video that's interested in a particular subject. Now let's get into the news.
I'm in the news with it.
Now, to catch everyone up to speed, Hustle the Great is doing exactly what his real fans wished he would have seen before he passed away. And that exactly is the success he deserved from his music. Now, according to the Forbes magazine, the hustler made around $11 million of money this year. And the year is about 2 more months or a month left in the year, but the article came out last month. Now, back in February of 2019, the 33-year-old rapper spoke to the Forbes and admitted that he wanted to create an enterprise around his music. Now, he said he was definitely passionate about the music, and he has an equal passion to make sure that the music, when the music stops, everything else keeps going and growing. Now, in fact, they kept going so well, the rapper landed number 10 on the Forbes list for the rappers that passed away. Now, the rapper did earn, like I said, around $11 million in the past 9 to 10 months. Now, a bigger total than the rapper had ever got when he was alive in that 1 year. Now, additional to the music, there was his marathon income from the store, a Puma partnership. Now, on top of that, the rapper added an apartment building, which has yet to be actually built, but it will come up in the museum that they built a few months ago. And with that, man, his music has been streamed a lot. Now, according to the Forbes magazine, he had over 1.8 billion streams, and that's just in the United States. Now, we're not talking about international and overseas. So if you guys don't know, 1,500 streams equal an album sale, so that's around $9.99, plus the actual bonus tracks and things like that that came along with the album. So definitely when Hustle passed away, his music definitely continued on, and not just the Victory Lap album. We're talking about all of his old stuff, his independent stuff, before he even got signed or before he got re-signed to Atlantic. So definitely 1.8 is definitely profitable. It's probably around maybe half of the 11 then probably got from the clothing and other endeavors that we probably don't know about, but 11 million is definitely impressive. Now, according to the list on the Forbes, the people that have been gone, the number 1 on that list was Michael Jackson. He's getting around 30 million for just 2019. We got Elvis, Charles Schwartz, Arnold Palmer, Bob Marley, Dr. Seuss, John Lennon, Marilyn Monroe, Prince, and a few more on the list. Now, this list is definitely an eye-opener because these people have been gone for a long time, and Michael Jackson getting around 30 million a year. But the only thing about that is I hope that the people that are affected, the close family to these artists, hopefully they're getting that residual, those royalties, if the paperwork is right. Now, I don't know about the Hustle situation. I'm sure he probably had everything in intact. So, you know, his kids and his close ones probably definitely will have to split that 11 million. What do you guys think? Do you think for 2020 more, if he's maybe if some more music comes out, maybe people will stream it more? I know for sure that the album that comes out when people pass away, people go crazy for that album. So hopefully he releases something in 2020 because, you know, at the end of the day, you want to carry on his legacy and you want to make sure you keep feeding the people with content, especially if he has music that's not been heard. Hopefully they're releasing and he gets 3 billion streams next year for 2020, and he's maybe top 5 because he's currently at 10 for the Forbes, so maybe he's top 5 next year, you know, hopefully thinking. Now, it's amazing to see these people on the list. Like I said, man, millions and millions of dollars, and these guys been going 5, 10, 20 years. Now, I'm really surprised that Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. wasn't on the list. Now, for Tupac, I know he was having trouble with the royalties and things like that, so hopefully that's the reason he's not on the list, because I know a lot of people are still streaming Biggie and Tupac. Me personally, I still streaming this around on my playlist, so hopefully it's probably just maybe an asterisk beside his name and they didn't want to put it in the Forbes, but I'm sure if not top 10, they're definitely top 20 as far as the list of rappers that passed away or entertainers that passed away that's still getting that bread. Now, in other news, everyone knows about Wack 100, and he had some words to say about Nip the Great. Now, this is about a month ago. He was speaking about Eric Holder and Nip the Great, basically saying that Eric Holder was doing what he was supposed to do as a gangbanger when someone gets disrespected in the streets. Now, a lot of people was rubbed the wrong way, and a lot of people that were just on social media, or a lot of people that heard about the situation, was saying that Wack 100 was indeed doing exactly what his name was keeping it 100, because they were saying, just like in the gangbanging life, man, if you say something bad about a person and you don't have any paperwork or you can't prove it, something bad might happen. Now, that's what Wack was saying. This is not what I'm saying. And he was saying that Eric Holder did what anyone would do, and he was saying that even if Hustle was in the same position, he would probably do the same thing that Eric Holder did. Now, the actual video or the audio clip of Wack saying it, that situation went viral, and a lot of people were upset about the situation. So now, to catch everyone up to speed, Wack 100 went to his social media again to speak about the issue or solve the issue, or at least that's what I thought the manager of the game was going to reply and say. So he went to his social media and said that Big U, now this is the big homie to Hustle, basically, he put him on, he got him signed back in 2008, 2009. He pretty much made him known globally because he connected him to the record label. We're talking about Big U. He connected Hustle to the record label and got him signed. So that's why it's kind of like a mutual respect. I don't know what happened after the situation, but when he first was selling music out of trunk and stuff like that, that's when Big U kind of came in and kind of introduced him to certain managers, and the certain managers introduced him to a record label, and it eventually got him a record deal. According to Wack 100, he went to him and told him to stop talking about it and kind of keep his mouth shut. Now, he posted this actual picture right here, and he said that he's going to shut up and stop talking about it. So after that, everyone was kind of happy and was saying that Big U was a stand-up dude, but he went to his social media maybe a minute or two later and uploaded a video. Now, in the video, he insinuates that Big U did talk to him, but he didn't talk to him about the comments. He was talking to him about his diet and just saying that you're getting older as a person and you need to watch what you eat and things like that. Now, this is what he said in the clip. Now, roll it.
Big U called me and scolded me real bad. Really told me some things, because if I've been taking my vitamins and eating my greens since I've been on the road on tour, you know, that's my brother. He's concerned about my health. Told him no, and he let me have it. All this nutritional facts about this and about that, and the reason why, and we're getting up in age, and I need to eat my greens or do something. You know what I mean? See that? I corrected it, brother. Thanks for the scold. West up.
But yeah, man, this is crazy. He went back and basically he insinuated that Big U talked to him. Of course, he did talk to him, but he didn't talk to him about the Hustle situation, which is going to get a lot of people upset, because you say that you're sorry and you're going to stop talking about it, but you're talking about you kind of confused people and made it a mockery of saying that you wasn't going to talk about the situation, but you were talking about a diet. Now, he basically played like the situation is getting really, really playful. It's getting really petty. To me, being honest, at the end of the day, you should just admit that you were wrong what you said and kind of keep it pushing. Or if not, if you're not going to admit that you were wrong, I wouldn't even say anything and I would just let everything sizzle out. But he keeps adding fuel to the fire and he keeps standing on what he said. Now, at the end of the day, you know, whatever he says, he's definitely having to back it up. And I'm sure Wack 100 doesn't have a problem backing it up. Him being in LA, maybe, you know, maybe he'll meet with the people that have a problem with it, or maybe they spoke behind the scenes and he's just trying to sell something or get some attention to Wack 100 or the game, because at the end of the day, they do have an album that's coming out, so maybe it's that. Now, Wack 100, man, to be honest, just me venting, he is definitely reckless. He says what he wants to say, and to this date, to be honest, I haven't heard anyone really check him on social media. He usually goes back and forth. I think he went back and forth with 6ix9ine, Bosco 100, a lot of people on social media, and you never see the end result where, you know, they catch somebody lacking. Or just for instance, just quickly, the Baby and Cam Coldheart, they were talking back and forth on social media, and then out of nowhere they meet up in the mall and it goes down. But it seems like they never catch Wack 100 slacking, so he's keeping it 100 with his lacking abilities, because nobody can pull up to him. But man, he's being reckless. He can do what he wants. But let me know what you guys think as far as Wack 100. Comment below. Don't thumbs down the video. If you disagree with Wack, Comment below and tell me how you feel, because I kind of disagree with him as well. I mean, especially the guy he's not here to answer himself or, you know, speak for himself. So why would you talk bad about him? I mean, you can report what's going on like I'm doing, but I don't think you should talk about it should have happened to him. He shouldn't have said this. He shouldn't have said that. I think that's out of line. The Wack did go on social media and added fuel to the fire, like I said, man. Now, for you guys who don't know, a quick crash course. His artist, The Game, that was close with Hustle, or allegedly close with Hustle, according to The Game, he did go out and create what's called a prolific record label in his prolific clothing. Now, catch everyone up to speed, Hustle did have prolific on his face. As soon as he passed, The Game went and got prolific on his face as well. Now, the only thing is, The Game created the record label in the clothing line after Hustle passed. So people were saying, you're a cloud chaser, you're trying to capitalize off the prolific thing. You weren't thinking about it until he passed. So Wack went to his social media and took a picture of some prolific paint, and he wrote this caption right here. He said this, he says, since we love to attack our people, let's see how you attack these people as well. Prolific to me is a way of life, and it's meaningful to all people, but I want that same energy that you've been giving to The Game. Now attack. Now with this comment he did at The Game, so The Game seen it, and at the end of the day, I agree with him, but it's just one thing. The Game created prolific after he passed. He could have called it anything. He could have called it Los Angeles clothing, The Game clothing, but he picked prolific, which is funny. I would agree if maybe half of the proceeds or even a quarter of the proceeds would go to, you know, his family or his estate. That would make sense, because you're honoring your bro, you making some money on the side, and then you're helping out, you know, for the cause. But at the end of the day, The Game, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, they live in LA, so they have to attack, or they have to approach the situation when it comes to them, and they have to, you know, have answers for people that really feel that way. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Let me know what you think about Hustle getting that $11 million on the Forbes list for 2019. Let me know what you think about Wack 100 playing the people, acting like he's giving an apology when he's really not. And last but not least, what do you think about that prolific? Have you guys supported it? Have you seen the clothing on social media? Let me know. And like I said, you guys, a like is definitely for the video. It's not about the content. If you feel some type of way or indifferent about the content, comment below. We could talk about it, because I want to know what you think. I want to know about your point of view. It's very important to me. Now I'm in the news with it. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks so much for liking the video on your way out.